Have you ever stopped to think about the true power of silence? In a world that screams for attention every second, being silent might seem counterintuitive, almost like a weakness. But what if I told you that silence is actually one of the most powerful tools you can master? This skill can transform the way you observe, decide, lead, and even earn respect. It's the secret weapon of the wise, the Stoics, and all those who understand that noise is for the distracted, while silence belongs to the powerful. Maybe you've already experienced this without realizing it. Have you noticed how people who speak less but observe more often command the room effortlessly? Or how a simple moment of silent reflection can bring clarity to complex decisions? Silence is like a pause button that the modern world has forgotten how to use, yet it's within your reach. It's not about staying quiet to be ignored, but about staying quiet to be truly heard and understood. Now, imagine how your life could change if you mastered silence. Unnecessary conflicts would disappear, your decisions would become sharper, and respect from others would come naturally. Get ready to explore the 7 transformative benefits of silence that the Stoics understood centuries ago. Let's embark on this journey together. And by the end, you'll see that silence is not the absence of words, but the presence of power. The power of silence is like a lens that magnifies the hidden details around us. In a world constantly bombarding us with noise and distractions, learning to observe in silence is like accessing a superpower. Imagine being in a meeting and noticing subtle changes in someone's body language. Those can reveal more than the words spoken. Great leaders and strategists, like the ancient Stoics such as Seneca, knew that true wisdom flourishes when we learn to listen not just with our ears, but with our minds. Think about how silence transforms an ordinary landscape into something almost magical. A walk in a quiet park, for example, allows you to notice the rustling of leaves, the distant song of a bird, or even the rhythmic sound of your own breath. These small experiences are where life truly happens. To cultivate this habit, set aside a few minutes daily to observe a familiar environment in complete silence. You can start with your own living room and notice details you've never seen before. Practicing silence also refines the art of truly listening to others. When you speak less, you hear more. Not just words, but the emotions and intentions behind them. For instance, in a conversation with a friend, try to actively listen without planning your response. This will not only strengthen your relationships, but also enhance your social perception, a powerful skill in negotiations and professional connections. After all, silence doesn't just connect us to the world, it teaches us how to decipher its secrets. Silence is a powerful armor against emotional storms. When faced with moments of anger or frustration, staying silent allows the mind to process before the mouth speaks. Imagine a heated debate at work. While others raise their voices, you choose silence. This simple act gives you the advantage of thinking clearly and responding strategically without being driven by emotion. The ancient Stoics practiced this, believing that true strength lies in self-control. A practical example: the next time you feel the impulse to respond to a provocation, count to 10 in silence. It may seem simple, but it acts as a pause button for your brain. This practice protects your emotional energy and prevents regret over words spoken in the heat of the moment. Did you know that successful leaders, like Abraham Lincoln, used silence to think before acting? He even wrote angry letters he never sent, an exercise you can try when dealing with tough emotions. Moreover, silence creates space where you can hear your own mind. Instead of reacting, you reflect. A practical tip is to keep a silent journal. Write your thoughts during stressful moments to organize your emotions and find clarity. This approach allows you to make decisions based on logic, not impulses. The ability to control your emotions not only strengthens personal relationships, but also elevates your authority and respect in professional settings. It's fascinating how silence shapes us to better handle the noise of the world. Silence is a shield that protects your energy in a world demanding your attention every second. When you choose silence, you avoid spending energy on useless conversations and empty opinions. Imagine being in a meeting where many voices compete for attention, but you opt to listen and only speak when essential. This economy of words preserves your mental energy for truly important tasks, making you more effective and respected. As the Stoics taught, focus on what truly matters. Think about the amount of energy wasted in purposeless discussions. For instance, while scrolling through social media, we're often tempted to engage in online debates. By choosing silence in these moments, you not only save time but also protect your mental health. Instead of arguing, redirect that energy towards something productive, like reading a book on Stoicism or meditating for 5 minutes. These small choices build significant benefits over time, transforming your routine and mindset. Additionally, silence allows you to prioritize what truly deserves your attention. Set aside daily moments to practice a word fast, a period where you simply don't speak or consume unnecessary information. Use this time to plan your goals or reflect on your actions. This practice not only renews your energy, but also enhances mental clarity, allowing you to return to the world with stronger and more powerful presence. Interestingly, by conserving words, you conserve energy for when it really matters. Silence is like an invisible mentor, guiding you to wiser choices. When your mind is free from external noise, it's easier to evaluate options with clarity. Imagine needing to make an important career decision. Instead of rushing, you find a quiet place. Breathe deeply and reflect in silence. This pause allows you to listen to your own thoughts and align them with your true goals, as the Stoics recommended in their pursuit of reason and virtue. A practical example is dedicating 10 minutes daily to a practice called strategic silence. During this time, reflect on the choices you need to make and ask yourself, does this bring me closer to or further from my purpose? This simple routine helps avoid impulsive decisions and prioritize what truly matters. Global leaders like Warren Buffett are known for spending long periods in silent thought before making significant investments, a testament to how essential silence is for success. Furthermore, silence helps you filter external noise and find creative solutions to complex problems. Think about how an artist works. They need silence to visualize their next masterpiece. Similarly, you can use silence to envision different scenarios before acting. This practice not only improves the quality of your decisions, but also strengthens your confidence, knowing that each choice was made with intention and clarity. Here's the secret. When you decide in silence, your actions become more powerful. Silence is a powerful language that speaks louder than words. In professional or personal interactions, those who master silence often exude an aura of authority. Imagine a leader in a meeting room, listening intently while others discuss. Without saying a word, they project respect, confidence, and complete control of the situation. The Stoics understood this perfectly. True authority doesn't require constant words. It is perceived. To cultivate this skill, practice intentional silence in daily situations. Instead of rushing to respond in a conversation, pause and choose your words wisely. This strategy not only increases the impact of what you say, but also strengthens your presence. For example, great leaders like Elon Musk are known for their reflective pauses before speaking, which gives weight to each of their statements. Try this in an important conversation and observe how people start paying more attention to you. Additionally, silence can be used to lead by example. Instead of constantly correcting others, demonstrate through actions. Imagine a mentor who, rather than giving endless advice, models the behavior they want to inspire in their team. This approach naturally earns respect, reinforcing your position of authority. The key is understanding that the strength of silence is the foundation of powerful and lasting leadership. But what if silence is also your best defense against unnecessary conflicts? Silence is like a bridge that prevents you from crossing into the territory of unnecessary conflict. In a heated discussion, remaining silent can often be more effective than having the last word. Picture a colleague at work insisting on an irrational point of view. Instead of fueling the conflict, you choose to listen and refrain from reacting. This simple gesture not only preserves your peace, but also disarms the other person, creating room for a more rational and respectful resolution. One practical way to use silence to avoid conflicts is by setting internal boundaries. Before reacting, ask yourself, does this really deserve my energy? If the answer is no, choose not to respond. Historical figures like Mahatma Gandhi used silence as a form of peaceful resistance and a way to avoid unnecessary confrontations. You can adopt this strategy in your daily life, whether by ignoring trivial provocations or choosing when and how to engage in a discussion. Moreover, silence can be a powerful tool for fostering mutual understanding. Instead of trying to win a discussion, use silence to actively listen to what the other person has to say. This not only helps avoid misunderstandings, but also creates an environment where differences can be resolved with empathy. And here's something curious about silence. It often communicates more than words could, paving the way for mutual respect and admiration. Silence is an invisible catalyst for respect. When you speak less and do more, people begin to pay attention to your actions rather than your words. Imagine a team leader who, instead of delivering long speeches, demonstrates excellence through consistent work and thoughtful decisions. This quiet approach leaves a lasting impact because, as the Stoics believed, authenticity is more powerful than any verbal assertion. To apply this in your life, choose a moment this week to let your actions speak for you. Perhaps it's a work project where you commit to delivering more than expected without announcing your intentions. This silent strategy is incredibly effective in building respect over the long term. Great figures like Steve Jobs often let the results speak louder than their words, creating a reputation for excellence that transcended time. Additionally, silence helps you develop a presence that inspires confidence. In a discussion, for example, responding calmly and with an economy of words often impresses more than a lengthy speech. Respect isn't demanded. It's earned through consistency and the ability to listen. The question remains, how can you use silence not only to gain respect, but also to transform your life into a living example of power and wisdom? Now that you understand the transformative power of silence, the question is, are you ready to apply it in your life? Imagine living with greater emotional control, making wiser decisions, and earning respect without needing to say a word more. You have the tools. All you need is to use them. What's stopping you from starting right now? Is it fear of failure or simply the force of habit? Remember, great changes begin with small steps. Try it today. Reserve moments of silence to reflect on your actions or observe the world around you more closely. In your next conflict, choose to listen instead of react. You'll see how silence, far from being an absence, is a fertile ground for personal and professional growth. What decisions could you make in a state of true calm? What opportunities might you notice by observing instead of speaking? If you want to continue learning and applying these powerful ideas in your life, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's explore Stoic lessons timeless wisdom tools, and the paths to living with greater purpose together. Don't let the noise of the world distract you from what truly matters. See you in the next video. Until then, silently wise and in full control.